Come on, man. And you know the answer to that question.
Yeah, we could be here for a couple hours talking about all that.
I mean, y'all sit up here asking silly questions to me, and I'm looking at y'all with the same thing. So I don't know what y'all want me to say.
It's a pretty deep question.
You're like, no, you know that. You know he hasn't said that.
Cam's our starting quarterback. I think I said that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always, just been blessed to be a part of a team, and you never know when your time's going to come. So I'm just ready to keep working. Obviously, I have a lot of work to do, and that's very clear, but I'm going to keep working every day, and everything will just work out how it's supposed to play out.
Well, Cam and Bill may not want to hear those questions, but I have some questions for NFL reporter Sal Paolantonio. Sal, preseason is all about competition. Right now, Cam Newton and Mac Jones are competing for a starting role. What did the team have to say about the performances from those two quarterbacks?
Well, very impressed, obviously, with Cam Newton. He was nearly perfect. His one incompletion was a drop. He was 8 for 9. He had a touchdown pass, and his quarterback rating was nearly perfect, over 150. But the key thing is he operated from the pocket cleanly. His ball has plenty of zip. It's just like the two practices this week, Ashley, with the Eagles. He's been sharp. He's been strong. As for Mac Jones, he's really pushing Cam Newton. Showed cool command again tonight, and that was clear in talking to the players and coaches after the game. This is a young man who's picked up this offense and has gained the respect not only of his fellow teammates and his coaches, but of Cam Newton as well, getting advice from Cam on how to handle things day in and day out, even before tonight's game. So Cam Newton knows, he understands Mac Jones was drafted number 15 overall to be the starting quarterback at some point. But Cam Newton has earned the respect of his coaches and his teammates, and so these guys right now are really battling.
Yeah, a little pressure and competition never hurt anybody. Let's talk about another quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He warmed up before the game. He was even dancing on the sideline before the game, but then was a late scratch due to illness. What happened?
Well, the big news is that Jalen Hurts, according to head coach Nick Sirianni, was taken to a Philadelphia hospital and diagnosed with a stomach infection. Here's the timeline. He came to the stadium complaining of a little stomach pain. He did suit up. He did come out here to the end zone, seemed to be having fun, went back into the locker room, still complaining of some stomach pain. Nick Sirianni said, you know what? You're going to sit out this game, and we're going to diagnose you and find out what's going on. And that's when they sent him to the hospital with team doctors, and he was diagnosed with that stomach infection. I'm told it is not COVID-related, but I'm also told by the PR department just a few seconds ago that he has been advised to stay home, stay away from the team for 2 days, and get some rest and get better.
And probably stop dancing, right? That can't help a stomach ache. Well, we're glad it's not too serious. Sal Pal, thank you so much for joining us.
You got it.
All right, Little League World Series, Tennessee against Ohio. Dueling pitchers, that's right. Pitching duel between Nolan Brown and J.J. Vogel. Bottom of the second, strikeouts, Gage McGurd. Bottom of the fourth, he strikes out Chance Rutherford. And then bottom of the seventh, strikeouts on Justin Vogel. Brown, outstanding. 7 innings, 69 pitches, 1 hit allowed, 4 Ks. You saw that on display. Justin Vogel, also great. Striking out Ryan Newell, strikes out Nolan Brown, and strikes out Ryan Newell again, swinging. Vogel 5 2/3, 86 pitches, 1 hit allowed, 6 Ks. Oh, they grow up so fast. Bottom of the 8th, bases loaded. William Drucey, he's on the mound, pitching against Noah Davidson. Now Davidson, contact. Wow. Chase Moa comes in for the score. Ohio defeats Tennessee 1-0 in extra innings. What a beautiful pitching duel there. Yeah. All right, nearby Torrance. Yep, in California against New Hampshire. Great mole there, as you know, Ashley. California with a runner on second. Elias Emerson. A run comes in to score. California, that's from Torrance, takes a 1-0 lead. Later in the inning, it's now 2-0. California has the bases loaded. Gibson Turner looking for space, finds it. Another run comes in to score. Torrance, California goes up 3-0. Top 5, they're now up 7-1, and they have runners on second and third, and Andrew Naruki in the hole. Shortstop Mason Duvall can't come up with it. Another run scores. Torrance, California wins big, 10-2. All right, Friday, more Little League World Series coverage live from Williamsport starting at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on ESPN with Pennsylvania and Oregon. Then the kids from Florida take on Michigan, followed by South Dakota, Louisiana. And finally at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific over on ESPN2. Texas against Washington, all 4 games on ESPN and the app. One app, one tap.
Gotta love the boys from Cali representing. Naomi Osaka trying to represent. She's the 2nd seed. And she's coming off that big win over Coco Gauff today, taking on Jill Teichmann, the 3rd round in Cincinnati. First set, Osaka up. Backhand, sets up a nice forehand winner, and she would go on to win the first set 6-3, but Teichmann starts getting going. Watch this, second set, serve it up 4-3. Osaka with the big forehand return, but Teichmann coming up with the backhand winner at the line. He's like, all right, I'll see you in the 3rd set. Osaka up a break, sets up an opportunity for the easy overhand. Whoa! Hits it way long. Osaka's frustrated. Teichmann would go on to win the game to break back. So Osaka serving, and the forehand is long. So Teichmann would then break again to take the 4-2 lead. Match point here. Big serve. Osaka returns long. Osaka with 41 unforced errors, and Teichmann would complete the comeback victory. Osaka staying positive, though.
Even though she played really well, I know that there's a lot of things that I need to fix within my game. So in a weird way, I'm kind of glad that I lost because there's so many things that I want to fix before New York.
Well, after winning the Australian back in February, Osaka withdrew from the French Open and did not participate in Wimbledon in order to focus on her mental health. Despite 3rd-round losses in Tokyo and in Cincinnati, Osaka still the betting favorite to win the U.S. Open at Caesars Sportsbook. She'll be looking for her 3rd title at Flushing Meadows.
The Dallas Mavericks are hiring 2-time WNBA champ Kristi Toliver as an assistant coach. Our Adrian Wojnarowski reporting that Toliver, who currently plays for the Los Angeles Sparks, has previous coaching experience, having spent parts of 2 seasons as an assistant on the Washington Wizards staff. And she currently plays for the Sparks. Did I mention that? As the Sparks hosted the Atlanta Dream, Toliver, 4 out of 5 shots made, a couple of them from three-point land, 10 points and 5 assists. Most important, off her shot, the rebound came to the Sparks, and Nneka Ogwumike scores as time runs out for the 66-64 win over Atlanta. So more on Kristi Toliver bringing an extensive resume to Dallas. Again, currently playing in the WNBA, as you saw with the Sparks. The 12-year pro has won a pair of WNBA titles and took home Most Improved Player in 2012. And this is worth repeating. She also had success at the college level, winning the NCAA title with Maryland back in 2006.
So, Linda, now that Summer League is over, the NBA season will be here before we know it. So, ESPN surveyed 10 different NBA executives and scouts about the upcoming season. The very first question, who the best player would be?
Yeah, I mean, and the vote was split right down the middle between who? Giannis and KD. Yeah, Kevin Durant, who each got 5 votes apiece. LeBron James didn't get a single vote. And of course, he tweeted about that, saying, quote, "Thank you, as if I didn't need more to fuel me. #washed."
He loves Twitter. And speaking of the Lakers, it appears opinions were actually split on that Russell Westbrook trade. Executives and scouts mentioned Westbrook's move to LA as one of the best of the offseason, as well as one of the worst.
I mean, I love that deal for the Lakers. What's wrong with adding a future Hall of Famer who's hungry to win an NBA title? And by the way, he's buddies with LeBron James. Actually, I'm just trying to find the positive.
Well, Kyler Murray's also staying positive. He and the Cardinals were knocked out before the playoffs last season. He tells our Lisa Salters what lessons he's been taking into this season. It's coming up.